thing a man. Rum do that, rum do that, rum do that, rum do that.
Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to Vincy Everything, where everything is about Vincy. I'm your host, Lady Keyz, and on today's episode of VE Music, we're interviewing one of the most talented, versatile, hit-making Ragga Soca artists from St. Vincent, named Shernell Williams, but we all know him as Skarpyon. Welcome. Good afternoon. How are you?
Well, this is Skarpyon here, and it's a pleasure and a blessing to be here. La Keisha, right?
Yes.
The Keyz girl, right? So, yeah, it's a pleasure. I mean, anything Vincy is everything Vincy, so that's why we're here.
Happy days. I'm just going to ask you a few questions. So the first question is, can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Where in St. Vincent are you from, and what school did you attend?
All right, so I'm from the Maraca Valley, the food basket of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And of course, we are not only famous for food and providing for the rest of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, but in terms of culture and the arts, we are very blessed with that, you know. And I could name some of the persons, you know, the great late Walter Porter. We have Razum Shallow, we have Mystery, and the list goes on and on. You know what I'm saying? There's so many talented persons from the valley. And of course, we are famous for sports as well. But I'm from the little village called Little London, which is in Riley Village, Evesham area.
Okay.
So that's where I grew up, and also spent some time in Gombe as well, West St. George area. So those are the places that I balance. I'll be by my mom and then by my grandmother, you know. So those are my places. It's just a hill walk away, you know what I'm saying? So it's still a blessing, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, and the school that I attended, primary school. Well, before the primary school, I went to Miriam Edwards. We call it teacher school. She taught so many people in the community.
Okay.
And God bless her soul as well. You know, she taught me a lot. You know, I mean, growing up with her at church as well. And then I went to the Evesham primary school, the Evesham Methodist. And from there, I went over the river, which is the valley side, St. Joseph Convent, Maraca. So that's where I got my secondary education. And of course, you know, everything valley, you know what I mean? So it was just a blessing to see how, you know, we as a community can go together, celebrate and have fun and just have fun and just enjoy life. So I could say that I'm a countryman, a valley man, you know what I'm saying?
Happy days. Okay, so can you then tell us what are the reasons why you got into music and how long have you been doing it?
All right, so I think from a very tender age, I was always a music lover. I mean, I can't explain how it started,
Okay.
but I was always making up songs, always singing, always testing my vocals. And, you know, and of course, people in the community would know that. And they heard about it. And then in Sunday school, I would participate in harvest, and of course church events. You know what I'm saying? Like different places we will go, and they would always ask me to sing. And from there, you know, in primary school, of course, people hear me singing, and the teachers found out about my singing abilities, and they would ask me to perform for Christmas concerts. And you know, we may have class competitions, and we may have we call it cultural independent celebration events, and they would ask me to perform, and you know, and from there it grew and grew, and everybody knew me in the community, knew me in the school that I could sing, and from there I got the opportunity to perform for my school in the junior calypso competition, and from there I get recognized and was called to participate in the National Youth Band. To participate, not just to sing, but to become the vocalist, the first vocalist.
Okay.
Because the National Youth Band was really a band where young persons go there and harness their musical talent, which is instrumental wise, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it was really an instrumental band. And then Mr. Venner, Jock Venner, the founder, he thought it was best to have a vocalist. And then of course, seeing me performing in junior calypso competition over the years, he thought I was a perfect fit. You know what I'm saying? And from there, you know, he gave me the opportunity to learn other genres of music and also to learn an instrument and vocal training and all these things. So, you know, it gave me a wider spectrum of music and understanding of how music really started and things that you can do around, you know what I'm saying? Like the chords and how to make melodies and how to listen to the flow and be on key and all these things, you know. So I've learned so much from that. And yeah, music was there. I mean, I think it was so easy for me to be in music, but I was not doing it to be an artist or to perform. It was just a love, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know how far I was gonna go with the music, you know what I'm saying? It was just as I say, a pleasure thing. It was just a love, you know what I'm saying? But persons who are older say, yo, this is an opportunity for you to make a career out of it. You know, you could take your places, you could be, you know, you could make a living from it, you know what I'm saying? So these are the things that I understand or understood as I was getting older in music and see where it was actually taking me, you know what I'm saying? And then when I won my first competition, which was in 2004, I don't want to jump the gun because I may have questions, but I just let it flow, you know? So in 2004, when I won the Ragga Soca, that's when everything changed for me, you know? I realized that this music is really a blessing and a gift, where a blessing for you and also a blessing for the listeners, you know? So that's when I started to take pride in the way I craft my music, you know? And one fundamental characteristic of my music or my thought or my train of thought was really to have everlasting music that will last long a lifetime. So if you notice, my early set of music is still what I've been recognized by, because I actually decided to plant that root, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So something like Looking Fine, Turn the Lights Down Low, and the list goes on. These are songs that propel me to become Ragga Soca King, even without the crown, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the Ragga Soca King, you know what I mean? And this is not me self-proclaiming that. These are the fans and the people who have given me that title. So I'm gonna respectfully say thank you to them. And you know, I'm a humble person when it comes to the achievements, but I'm very aggressive when it comes to the music that I create. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm 10 years ahead. So sometimes people miss the hits. They may catch it 10 years after, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So I've got a question.
Right.
The name Skarpyon, is it just a name, or is there a meaning behind?
Well, at first it was just me looking for a name to represent who I am, you know. But that name came, well, let me give you the history. So when I was asked to sing for Ibisham Primary School at the Junior Calypso competition,
Mm-hmm.
my other name, well, is a nickname called, my other name is called Ancho.
Okay.
So my teacher, Papa Slum, God bless his soul, he wanted to call me the Mighty Ancho, right? I was like, nah, I'm not like that. That especially coming from the older era, you know what I'm saying? It was just mighty this and mighty that. I didn't want, you know, mighty. You understand? So then you know, we try all kind of stuff. Then I was like, Red Skarpyon. Because I think the 1989 movie, Red Skarpyon, I don't know if you're probably too young to understand the movie, but it is this guy, I think he's from Germany, I think. He starred in a lot of movie, or he was in a lot of movie with Rambo and these guys. Oh gosh, I forgot his name. But anyways, that movie to me was the best movie around that time.
Okay.
And so this star was Red Skarpyon, and I was like Red Skarpyon. You know what I mean? I was red when I was a baby, but then, you know, you growing up in the sun, you get a little tan. So I wasn't that red. So people were like, man, you should call yourself Black Skarpyon, you know? But so I dropped the red as people would just say Skarpyon, you know?
Okay.
And then I was always messing around with the spelling. I had Skarpion, and then I'd have Skarpyon. Then I was like, I don't like how it look. So then I put the K. So Skarpyon. I said, oh, that look good, you know. So it was about how it sound and all. So and then I put a meaning to the Skarpyon. So it's not the insect, or what you want to call it, or the creature. It's really the musical sting, you know. So
Okay.
so with that being said, it was the musical sting and beyond. So the yon is for beyond, and the scarp is for the sting. So that's why my music stings. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
That's
right.
good. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you name me one of your most favorite soca and one of your most favorite dancehall artists at the moment?
That's kind of tricky. I can't really just name one, but
You can name a few.
dance, I could give you one of my favorite.
Okay.
Maybe on the top, Buju Banton.
Okay.
You know, and I could explain that I was always fascinated with his baritone vocals,
Okay.
and then when he made the transition to reggae, I was even more fascinated by that. You know, it shows that he was actually growing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
As an artist, and you know, I would oftentimes imitate his vocals. You know, and people would always say, "Yo, Skarpyon, yo, you're the only one who can actually song like him." You know, and I've done a song to pay respect to him in 2012, a song called "Whining." Of course, when he was away for a little bit, a song called "Whining," where people was arguing that it was him actually singing. So it was, I felt good about it. I actually met him in St. Vincent. I
Okay.
took a picture, but the guy who took the picture kind of spoiled the picture, so I was kind of disappointed with that. Um, Soca artists, man, it's kind of hard to actually name one. I could be honest. Um, from back then in my early days, my favorite soca artist at that particular time was Beckett,
Okay.
right? You know, and yeah. So I'm just gonna leave it at that because of the question that you asked. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So if anyone has been following your career, they would have noticed your consistency. So
Right.
your consistency of numerous accolades that started from 2004, but in 2006 you won the Road March title with James P with the song "Leave Me Alone,"
Right.
and then in 2013 from winning National Calypso Monarch.
Right.
Out of all these achievements,
Right.
which of them is your most or the highlight of your career out of all these achievements so far?
Right. I think 2013, because that particular year, 13, I had the monster hit, Hammond Comes.
Hmm.
Right. So there was a lot of controversy surrounding everything. You know what I'm saying? Everyone was rooting for me for the Ragga Soca,
Yeah.
and I came second to Fire Empress, and it was a tough hunt, you know, because everyone thought that I should have walked away with that
Hmm.
title. However, the song withstood the test of time, and it is still one of my biggest songs anywhere I'm going to perform. You know what I'm saying? I had to perform that song 3, 4, 5 times. So with that being said, comes a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Within that same space, 2013, the Sunday night, which is Calypso Monarch. Well, let me go back to the semi-finals of the Calypso competition, where I was not in the top. When I was not selected for the top, the semi-finalists, I was not in the list,
Hmm.
and it was a big disappointment for everybody on the island, and of course, persons in the diaspora who was actually tuning, and persons who were there, they thought that I actually should have gotten a place, you know.
Hmm.
So, you know, it was a big thing on the radio, on the streets. Even for me too, I was kind of hurt by it, because I think, you know, what they were asking for in terms of the criteria, I think I did well. You know what I'm saying? Lyrics, melody, song, originality, everything. You know what I'm saying? Delivery, crowd response, whatever it is, you know. And I think I did what I was supposed to, you know, do to get into that pick. However, I've faced those challenges prior, so I actually learned that, you know, you gotta keep trying. However, that one kind of hurt me a little bit. I guess because of the outpouring of love I got and support I got from the public.
Okay.
It actually broke me down that particular night. And that was the second time in my musical career that I actually broke down and felt, what was I doing? Or was I doing something wrong? You know what I'm saying? So I was hurt and actually broken in pieces. I'm telling you, because I was so happy with the composition of the song that I felt that it was a song that Vincentian is gonna love, and it's a song that is actually giving information about what goes on globally. You know what I'm saying? And it was appropriate at that particular time. And coming from a primary school setting and reaching to the big yard, it was really a blessing for me and a growth. So I really wanted to go into the finals. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, later on the next day, I got a call that I was in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go into the details, but I was in. So right there, every single pain that I felt that night went away. I was like, okay, there's a reason for this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I went there with no expectation other than to deliver the message, and I came out on Calypso Monarch. And actually that particular year was the first year in my generation when they were giving away 2 vehicles, one for the Calypso and for the Soca Monarch. So I got 4 weeks. So I got the crown 4 weeks. You know?
It is.
Yeah, man.
So
So with that being said,
yeah.
I think that's the highlight.
Okay. So you've highlighted the competition that you won in 2013. So in May 2013, you also won an AMP award for the song Until.
Right.
Despite the controversy behind you not making it into the semi-finals of the National Calypso Monarch, which you then went on to win. What was your creative process behind that song?
Okay, so I'm always creating music like every minute. I'm telling you, it's crazy, but every minute there's a song in my head. There's always a way. There are always thoughts in my head about how can I bring a new song, how can I bring a new melody, how can I bring new lyrics, how can I bring a new feel. So these are things that are always, constantly coming at me. So I was home listening to some old school calypso.
Okay.
And that particular time it was Paro. I don't remember what song it was, but I was like, I can make a classic song, a song with a fresh feel, because when he was singing, his music was fresh to the art form, and that's why he stood out, So I was like, I could do something, So I stopped the music I was playing and started to sing Until Scientists Find a Way. So that was the first melody, and then I had a recorder I recorded, and then later on I started working on it. I think I finished that song in the Virgin Islands.
Okay.
Yeah, I was over there and I actually finished the song. Came back home, and when the song was on the radio, people were just excited about the song, and still is today. So with that being said, the musical arrangement now was my musical master, which is Mr. Benner. Took it to him, and Mr. Benner was excited because these are the things that he told me from small. He said, always try to be creative, do things different so that you could stand out. You know what I mean? So in terms of the composition, he brought the song to the place that I was actually imagining. You know what I'm saying? So he brought that the music and the song together and brought Until, and that song have that futuristic feel. So I want to give him kudos again because he saw me from the junior calypso, brought me into the National Youth Band, encouraged me to learn an instrument, encouraged me to get better at what I do, and we continuously work throughout the years, and so I don't know how else I can actually explain what happened, other than it was just magic. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So, what is the largest crowd you've ever performed in front of?
Oh, okay. Oh man. Maybe Soca Monarch.
Okay.
Or maybe in Guyana
Okay.
at the Carry Festa, or maybe in Cuba. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know, honestly. For real. At those time, we never used to take like how many persons are there. Now in Guyana, of course, have a bigger population as the Carry Festa at that time. Can't remember what year it was, but we I perform at the market. I'm talking about thousands of people.
Mhm.
So I'm from as way as the eye can see. You know what I mean? So so all these all these places that I've mentioned, I cannot tell you exactly what the biggest crowd, and of course, in Vincy, Soca Monarch is big as well. So I can't really tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what aspect of your craft gives you the most pleasure? Is it writing the song, performing it in studio, or performing on stage?
Right. Okay. So the beginning and the end.
Okay.
Those are the pleasures. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, when I'm creating or when an idea comes, I'm super excited,
Okay.
like because that is something new, and then actually performing it and see the reaction. That's another pleasure. So in between, is the knitting or the creative process of it. You know what I'm saying? But the actual thought of it and putting it together, super excited. Just so, but to answer your question, creating it, thought of it is the most exciting part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, out of all the tracks that you've created, which one stand out more internationally? Which one of them created the biggest international buzz so far?
Right. Okay. So based on stats, there's a song called "Turn Your Lights Down Low."
Mhm.
Right. Well, that was back then, But and those days, riding off the heels of Kevin Little, it would have been maybe one of the most exciting part for myself and Vincent and people around, because that song actually was on VP's compilation, and that was marketed globally. So of course that would have been the most exciting song at that particular time. Then we have "Looking Fine," which is nicknamed "Birthday Suit."
Mhm.
That song got me some recognition all over the world. So, and then we have the international soca song "Leave Me Alone." Hey, so it's kind of tricky. And then I have some songs out of the genre of soca, like reggae, which was playing in Europe and all those places. So,
Okay.
but I think "Turn the Lights Down Low" for me was that song that actually gave me that international recognition, because it was on some urban charts with some of the top musicians in America. Talking about Whitney Houston, Chris Brown, and a lot of other artists, and it was on a countdown. I think it was number 6.
Okay.
So I think that's it. Maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, from all the songs that you've performed and recorded,
Right.
which of them is your favorite?
Okay, which of them is my favorite? The one that I'm actually creating right now.
Why?
Because as I said, those songs are done,
Okay.
and you got to always hope that, well, always believe that you can do better, or
Okay.
not necessarily better, but you can do more in terms of your creativity, because you're living, and you still have the opportunity to put your mind and your body and your soul into creating something that could create that effect within this space and within this time. So the song that you're actually creating, or the song that I'm actually creating, these are the songs that I'm actually excited about. And is my favorite because you just don't know. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
in terms of what's out there, because of I don't really create the same song twice,
Mhm.
but all of them have their own following, all of them have their own vibe, all of them have their own space. So you find when I perform, my repertoire have a diversified feel. So you keep the audience excited all the time. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I actually think an artist should have music, where you can keep the crowd, instead of having one dimensional music. You know what I'm saying? You kind of bore people. I know people get bored, especially now. People get bored because song is consumed like fast food now. You know what I'm saying? A song may hot this week and the next one come out hot next week. Not like back then. A song may last for years. You know what I'm saying? So we live in a fast food type of industry now in the world, where people consume music because it is readily available. Everybody have a device. You know what I'm saying? Within their space. So it's fast sharing, fast downloading, You know what I'm saying? So everything is fast.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's a little bit different, but yeah, we just gotta go with the flow, you know? Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming you don't want to mention the genre or the name of the song as yet.
Well, because when I go on stage and I perform Looking Fine, for example, which is a R&B fused with reggaeton and soca, girls can go crazy. You know what I mean? Birthday suit, you know? So you're looking fine, then turn the lights down, then I go into the soca area, Leave Me Alone, or Hammond Kongs, or Rakori, or Rum Do That, which is recently.
Yes.
Right. Whining, Forever. I can't name all the songs right now, but it's just plenty. You know, it just create that Soca 365. Man, it's plenty songs, man. So it's like there is not a favorite, but based on how people respond when I perform Hammond Kongs, they want it over and over,
Yeah.
over and over because of maybe the context in which it was written. You know what I mean? Hammond Kongs. You know what I mean? Hammer it gives you opportunity to participate.
Yes.
So people are excited about that. So that song get me worked up, get me excited because you can you can pun. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You can pun with the idea of a hammer and Kongs. You know what I'm saying? So it's exciting. So in terms of excitement, I could say honestly, I really don't know. I really don't know, honestly, for real. Just you know what I mean? I'm just happy that people digest the music the way they are or the way they do, you know what I'm saying? To give me that pleasure or that excitement and feel confident to actually do this thing called music. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm grateful for all of the opportunities, and I don't take them for granted. I really appreciate it, and just give the people what they want. So for me, it's not really about what Sean likes or what Skarpyon likes. It's really about how it make the people feel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't want to narrow it down to a box and say, oh, this is my favorite art. No, I can't do that.
Okay.
That would be unfair to my creativity and unfair to the other music because music get jealous, and I've made a mistake many times in life where I choose a song because I feel I like the song more than the other one, and then did not give the people what they want because that was the song. You know what I'm saying? So so these are things that we learn as we go along in music, that you have to allow the people to choose for themselves and allow people and allow the music to flow naturally. You know what I mean? You don't want to make the mistake of pushing on some things to people and then they be like, no, stop it. That's not what we want. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay. The track you're currently working on, are you happy to disclose what genre of music it is?
Yes, of course. I'm a lover of all genre of music, and I dabble in all genres of music. So I'm one of those artists who is not gonna put myself in a box. You know what I'm saying? I don't wanna put myself in a box and limit my prospects or you know what I mean, or my perspective in terms of where I want music to be or where I want to be or how I want to feel when I'm creating music. You know what I'm saying? And within our little space, we people tends to feel people tend that you if you're this you can do that, you know what I'm saying? And hence the reason why in my early stage of doing music I show persons that I am not really just this.
Okay.
And people knew that from the beginning because I would get complained about me singing too much in calypso. You know, but then people say, oh, Skarpyon, you can sing, oh, you have a nice voice. But then when it comes to the competition part for persons who may have issue with my ability, they will say, oh, I'm singing too much, or I'm singing R&B. When actually I'm not singing R&B, I'm actually singing. You know what I'm saying? So I always battle with persons who will always try to belittle my little talent. You know what I mean? Yeah. So man, so I'm not, as I said, I'm not a person who's in a box, and I will continue to do what I'm doing in terms of injecting my styles in the music. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a versatile artist. That's it.
Okay. So, so we know, well, most of Vincy know Skarpyon as a Ragga Soca and a Calypso artist.
Right.
But you've recently done a dancehall track called Inside.
Right.
Can you give us a bit more insight about that track, the meaning of it, and the concept of you, your inspiration to create that song?
Right. So, right. So the song Inside is quote unquote dancehall trap. You know what I'm saying? As I said, I love other genres of music. So of course, doing that was like, I don't want to say easy, but it's something that I could do. You know.
Okay.
And the I don't write anymore, like physically write music.
Okay.
I don't write anymore. That's too much time. So just go to the microphone and we just keep going, playing it over until everything comes, you know?
Okay.
So now this song came about after listening to my cousin, who is landlord. He had a track on the rhythm, on the Shooting Star rhythm.
Mhm.
And I heard it on Instagram, and so I messaged him right away. I said, yo, I heard him song nice. I said, nice song, nice track as well. So I said, yo, I would like to touch that, you know? So then he sent it for me, link me up with the guy. The producer is actually a Vincent,
Okay.
youngster, yeah. I never met the guys before, but you know, they send me the stems and you know, we do our little business, and I got the song mix and master. Now the creative process for the song, of course, we are in this time where we are inside, and of course, we're still in winter. Spring is about to. I've seen some bees flying around the house and things, some flowers blossoming and things. So we get into that springtime, but the weather is cold. Sun is shining, like I said, outside, but outside is cold. And you know, and I don't want to go into the other part that people think because I try to keep my songs, especially if I want to, in a way people can imagine. You know what I'm saying? Go creative, you know, like double entendres or pun intended, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's really saying, hey, you know, your loved one don't like you to be outside all the time. You know, she wants you to come inside and have some tea, you know? Have some tea, like the British do, you know? Or come inside and get into something warm and cozy, you know? So that's what it is. And of course, you know, women like when men come inside, you know, because the women like to cuddle, you know? They want to watch Netflix. You know, they like to go in bed and cuddle, right? So you know, you could use it for that, which I don't really want to go into. You know what I mean? I don't want to give anybody more than what they're thinking about. But outside is cold, so do what you do and get inside. I mean, come inside, you know? You can come inside as much as you want, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but you know, so I mean, and you know, the song to me have a vibe, you know, and I've seen people responding, and it's a good energy to see that, you know, people could you know, respect what you're doing as an artist and support it and love it, you know, and give you more inspiration to go further, because the other one is more dread and terrible, because I have a next one lineup which I'm gonna voice as soon as we get off this Zoom.
Okay.
So yeah. So it's within the same dancehall trap vibe.
Okay.
And then some upbeat one coming as well, you know what I mean? So yeah, I might probably give them a 4 or 5, you know, before the thing open up again, you know what I mean? So
Nice.
yeah.
Okay, we're looking forward to them then.
Yes.
Well, I've got one question. So you in July 2020 last year, you released a track called Proud to be Black.
Right.
Can you give us a bit more insight into that track also?
Right. So of course I'm aware of what goes on in the world, and as an artist, you know, I think you should, you know, just, you know, don't allow yourself to do music because you want to get a forward.
Okay.
As it is to hype or anything, but you could also educate through your music, and that is one thing that I really, you know, I mean, pride myself in terms of the education that I put in my music, because it's fundamental that musicians educate as well and show people where you stand. You know what I'm saying? As it relates to where you stand. You know what I'm saying? or when I say that, I mean where you're from and who you are as a person, and who you represent and what's your makeup, you know. And we tend to shun away from these subjects because you want to be politically correct. But I'm not here to be politically correct. We have seen the segregation, we have seen the unfortunate situations, we have seen the killings, we have seen hate, we have seen where people have been deprived of the opportunities that they should rightfully get because of their skin color. You know what I'm saying? Now we have seen that in big countries, America, UK, everywhere, and they tend to shun away from it, or they tend to cover it up.
Yeah.
So hey, this is my opportunity to say, yo, I'm proud to be black 100%. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna change. You know what I mean? We are not here to advocate hate because this, as the song said, we never show you hate, you show us hate. So what you expect? You know what I'm saying? And people need to take time out to listen to the song and to understand the origins of the song. And the song is not here to bash other people because everything comes from black. And until we understand that, then why are you scared to represent who you are? And everything comes from black. You know what I'm saying? So why are you running? Why are you not proud? Why are you shy? You know what I'm saying? So you should walk with your head up and represent, because remember it was a plan to do this. This is 400 years later. You know what I'm saying? So now this is a reset for us as black people. You know what I mean? To take our rightful place. You know what I mean? We are not gonna do what they do. But if it comes down to that, we have to fight fire with fire, because they told us not to fight fire with fire, but we have to fight fire with fire in order to make the point across and to have that cleanse as it relates to the, you know what I mean, the position of the earth, you know what I mean? And God give all of us that abilities, and just think about where the world is today. If it wasn't for our forefathers who have discovered certain things or who have created certain things, we have created the blueprint for the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying, in our schools, we they don't teach us about us. They teach us about Napoleon and Lion, Christopher Columbus and all these thieves and things. And we only learn about them and make it seem, and we glorify these knowledge. What about our black brothers? You know, I said, no, none of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's sad. You know what I'm saying? So here is Skarpyon in 2020, where the world is on a lockdown because of, again, the system, excuse my language, because of them. We are in this position again because they feel they're God, you know what I mean? And people think the Antichrist is a man, but it's a system, you get me? And we need to rise up from that dust and stand proud and bloom like spring, you know what I mean? Bloom like the flowers and buzz like the bees, you know what I'm saying? And let's no, for real. I mean, that's what we gotta do in this time, and make sure that our kids don't grow up to see a next man as an enemy, but teach him to liberate himself and to liberate others, you know, so that we could have a better world for them. You know what I mean? Proud to be black.
Proud to be black.
Yep.
Yeah, sure. I do agree with you. It's the same over here. My little man is 8 and he's being taught about Shakespeare and about the Egyptian culture and the Chinese culture. But I'm like, you're black. They're not teaching you anything about your culture.
Right.
But we've been pushing to try and get it in the schools, but you know how it is.
Right.
We don't find a person standing up for that.
Right.
So.
Exactly. So with that being said, we know in this time, can we trust the teachers? Can we trust the politicians? Can we trust the doctors? You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, these are things that we gotta question, you know? And don't be afraid to question, because God give you a mind.
Okay, so next question. What steps have you utilized to drive success towards your musical career thus far?
Okay, well, of course, using your own social media.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, the platform that is available, Spotify, iTunes, you know, we use these platforms to help, you know, push our song a little further internationally, where, of course, we can obtain, you know, monies from these platforms where people go and download them, so that, you know, of course, we can get our earnings,
Okay.
and royalties and these things. So we still pushing, and we rely on the fan base to push our music as well. We rely on hoping that, that, as I said, the world open up where we can go out and feed ourselves. Because right now we're not really doing anything other than just producing and relying on the streaming. So the streaming is another platform that we have in this space that we can actually benefit from. So, my advice to artists out there is to get your song registered, that of course you could be protected and earn some form of profit from it, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. And of course, like yourself, the podcast persons who are giving us the opportunity and a platform to speak, we appreciate you. Because is each one help one,
Yes. Okay, so can you name me 2 producers you've worked with in the past and 2 producers you like to work with, hopefully in the future or soon?
Right. Okay, so in the past, I've worked with Adrian Bailey and still working with him. We have some new materials on the shelf. Cherry Inns, he produced Turn the Lights Down Low. We always working. We have so many music on the shelf. You know what I'm saying? And well, that's 2. But I could name some of the producers who I've worked with continuously. Kamal Archibald. New art producers, Hunter Flow. Well, he's an upcoming producer in St. Vincent and Grenadines. Well, it's all right to work with, boy. And of course, the new producer that I work with who did Inside.
Okay.
MVP Productions.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are the persons I work with, and of course I work with some international producers. Before, can't give you the name right now, but I've worked with some of them. But I'm just open to work with anybody, because as I said, I do any genre of music.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. So knowing what you know now about social media, about record deals and marketing, what advice would you actually have given to if you had your younger self in front of you right now? What advice would you have given to your younger self?
Well, first you have to love what you do. Trust me. Once you love what you do, everything will fall in place. It will be challenging, but once you love what you're doing, because with love comes passion. And with passion comes pleasure. And with pleasure comes profit. And profit, there comes empires, you know what I'm saying? And with empires comes satisfaction, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, the love is the foundation of everything. That's it. Love.
It is. Okay. So apart from Ragga Soca, dancehall, and you've mentioned that you've done some reggae tracks. Right. Do you intend to explore any other genres in the near future?
Yes. Which I have. R&B, jazz, pop, any genre of music that is on earth. I've done some chuckling.
Okay.
Could do any music. I could do Arabic music as well. Could sing like them. So I'm there. Anyway, God put me in the world. If you put me in China, and I've done a Chinese song with featuring Galane back in the day. So anything, man. Trust me, anything for real, for me. If you send me Mars and the music over there is, yeah, man. I'll be there with some pat spoon and some antennas. So no matter what it is, and of course, gospel music, any type of genre, But people know me as Ragga Soca King in St. Vincent and Grenadines. But just say, if I do a pop song and it pop in the world, and I look in the bank account and say, big so, I pop, But, as I said, I'm doing music because of what I feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not necessarily because I want to prove something. No, it's just a talent that I was given to me because I was exposed to a wide, variety of music. So with that being said, I find music in music. In other words, music will always be music. Everything sounds good, like Bob Marley say, a song is not a song until it's sung like a song. And I was like, wow. And I heard that long time. I was like, wow. you know, you hear a country music, and the song good.
Mhm.
You know, you remember the girl was Shania Twain.
Yes.
Her song was a country song that played everywhere, and we love that. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson's pop, we love Michael Jackson. We love Bob Marley. You know what I'm saying? We love the hip hop. We love Biggie and Tupac. We love Bush Banton. We love Beanie Bounty. We love all type of music. We love Luther Vandross, and the list goes on. You know what I mean? So St. Vincent is a place that gives you the opportunity to love different genres of music. And for me now, as I said, the youth band gave me the opportunity to actually do these genres because we used to perform for hotels and different special events. So of course you have to have a wide repertoire because of the people who are coming there. So he just put me in a spot where I have to appreciate what I was doing and to love what I was doing in order to execute it to the best of my ability. You know what I'm saying? So like me, you know, I'm ready for whatever, you know, especially in this pandemic, scamdemic, I mean, anything you want to call it. Bring your music and Skarpyon will keep it to you. You know what I mean? Inside, you know what I'm saying? Outside, cold, but you ready for that. You know what I'm saying? Anything is anything.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
So, if you could collaborate with any artist from back in the past,
Right.
who would that be and why?
Right. So, if you were listening to me and I knew you were listening, Buju, first artist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Winston Soso. Beckett, of course. So that's within our space.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that, overseas, if Michael Jackson was alive, right? I like Chris Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Chris Brown. Sanchez. Well, going back to Jamaica. Barry White. Yeah, love that baritone. Yeah. But, you know what I mean? I could touch all them things. So him. But those are the artists that come to my mind right now. I'm sure there are thousands more artists I would like to collaborate with. You know what I'm saying?
So,
yeah, so mhm.
What about artists now, current artists that you would like to collaborate with, who are current?
Right. So maybe, boy, this is about maybe 6 years. Myself and Skinny. Well, I can remember it was at AMS, and he came up to me and said, "Yo, Skarpyon, let's do a collaboration." We actually tried to start something, but we never finished. You know.
Okay.
So I think if you listen, when you get to hear this, you will know that it's not that I don't want to do it. It's just that we didn't get it right time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So hoping that that particular song comes to light, that we could actually do something.
Okay.
So Skinny, one of my favorite artists in Trinidad and Tobago is Bunji.
Okay.
I like Bunji for his ability to make a song on the spot. So I'm doing some practice behind the scenes where I could try make up a song and anything. You know what I'm saying? It may not be the rapping style, but on a singer style. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right. Who else? Kes. I like Kes as well. Yeah, well, those are soca music, and of course I mentioned Chris Brown. You know, so Rihanna, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Island people, yes. Yeah, and if there's any artists or there are artists on Mars, I would like to collaborate with them also. Yeah.
Oh, nice one. Okay. So, if you could, at the moment, do you know any young upcoming talents that you would recommend the fans to look out for?
Oh yeah, definitely. City means we have a wide variety of them coming up. Not only singers, but musicians as well.
Mm-hmm.
So young, upcoming, we have Hans, who is my protege.
Okay.
I think Magical, in my opinion, I like Magical. I think you have some potential.
Yeah.
And when people hear potential, it make it seem like you're belittling them, but no, I'm just saying, I think he could become a name, I think he have something within him because his music have substance and and I've seen his melodic side and his creativity. So that's why I see potential in him.
So if you were to look back at the time since you've been doing music,
Right.
can you name me one thing you could do or you would have changed to improve your chances of success?
Ooh, yeah. Learn this one thing. This one thing is that music is a business
Mm-hmm.
and it is not a friendship.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've got burned from just being a good guy to people
Mm-hmm.
in the industry. I get burned, you know what I'm saying? And when I say get burned, you understand what I mean,
Yes.
you know? So I was actually naive, and hence the reason why I said early that when you get involved in something, it's love.
Mm-hmm.
But I never went to the business side of music, which is a business, and you're gonna get people undermine you, and people gonna friend you because of who you are, and but they're not really with you. And if you don't do what they want, they will do anything to belittle you. You know what I'm saying? So these are things that I was not taught
Okay.
because all I knew was love, and that's
Mm-hmm.
how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? When somebody said, "Yo, Skarpyon, yo," I felt good because I say, "Yo, it was genuinely like what I do." But
Yeah.
you know what I mean? People will become your friend, meet your family, and you know them is nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen it with my own eyes. I've experienced that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have them in my heart for sure. You know, because I'm free. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that aspect. I wish I knew that music was a business, and business it will mix business with pleasure.
Okay.
You know. So I learned these things. Even though I was in school and doing business, I never really went into the depth and understand that, yo, this was what the world is. It's a business. You know what I mean? And people we are just here to get on the top. And if it means walking on your shoulder and your head to
Yes.
get there, or hanging out with you for how much over years, eat with you, drink with you, so that they could see what you're doing and get opportunity. Or you set them out to get opportunity and they come on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But again, I ain't vexed with them because they were ahead of me as it relates to boy, I can hang with Skarpyon, but yo, you know what I'm saying? So big up to them and big up to me now because I found out, you know what I'm saying? But I think we could still have friends in business though.
Yeah.
But as I say, in the aspect of business and what it is, you know what I mean? Those are the things that I would have changed. But as it relates to me and how and where I'm at today, I'm
Mm-hmm.
happy because I ain't owe nobody, I ain't kill nobody. And I'm free, as I said. If it means for me to another 100 years for the world to hear about Skarpyon, so be it. I'm happy. So again, with that side being the business aspect, I've learned where persons who go 100% business
Mm-hmm.
get all the success in one time, get all the money, fame, whatever, and then the latter part of their career is sad. You know, so it's like, so you know, there's a balance and everything. So I'm still happy because I get the opportunity to actually learn about it than to learn about it and do all these wicked things and then sad. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So as again, life is a balance, and
Yes.
you have to appreciate where you're at and what you learn from the past and how to move forward and just give thanks. You know what I'm saying? So I give thanks for the fact that I'm still here and doing this podcast with you. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? This is a blessing. You know what I mean? This is a blessing. It is a blessing. You know, and I never take anything for granted because you never know who's gonna watch. You never know who's looking. I say, oh, that's Skarpyon. You know what I'm saying? You'll say, oh yeah, I thought you were ugly guy, but he actually good looking. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So you give people the opportunity to see for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Yep.
Okay. So, do you think that music in general in St. Vincent is widely appreciated? So the different genres, the likes of Ragga Soca, dancehall, and reggae music. Do you think our own local music is appreciated in St. Vincent?
Yes, to some extent it is, you know, and I could attest to that, meaning this song, which is the new song Inside, is being played on, I don't know all the radio station, but I would get alerts that this song is being played on a radio station because people are now doing online streaming, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which now give people another platform as well.
Mm-hmm.
And because everything is tied into the new world, which is the social media world.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes you can get an alert on your phone that your song is being played or has just been played. And because people will tag you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So with that being said, and you see people sharing the music. So it is there. When the carnival season is not around, of course they have soca segment, maybe on a Saturday or in the evening or on a Friday. Yes, and people play the music. So is a we could argue about it, but I think we are in a position now because of, you know, as I said, social media and everybody has a device.
Mm-hmm.
And we are all friends. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So if you share something, you know, a person over here know about it, and you're like, yo, let me share this out, and then they could say, hey, Skarpyon, send it for me, play on the radio. You know what I'm saying? So we are in a space now where the opportunities are endless.
Mm-hmm.
But then, yes, it's still play, but again, it depends on what side you want to look at. You know what I'm saying? Like from artists, I can't say that my music is not being played on radio station.
Mm-hmm.
However, in the past, we had some issues where, you know, you may get blackballed from certain DJs or radio station because you're them now par or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? All those little petty things that you could talk about. But I think we are in a better position to have music being rotated on local airwaves and having people appreciating them because, you know, what else can we do? We have to support our own so that we could feel good about ourselves as Vincent. So we have to do it. Because if we don't do it and nobody else don't have to do it, you know what I'm saying? So let us do it. And I'm going to keep it that way to say that we are in a position to do better.
Okay. So if you could implement one project in St. Vincent to develop the musical platform, what would that be?
Education.
Okay.
Right. Education as it relates to music is not just a hobby. It's actually a business.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how, if you notice my conversation, it was about something that I love. But it is actually a business where we have marketing managers, we have PROs, we have publishers,
Mm-hmm.
we have labels, promoters, you know, and platforms to help streamline or market the product, the actual teaching of the music business. So we will go from the part of the creative aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Learn. So we have a school where if you're a singer, you go and learn the basics or the fundamentals about music. Also, how to attire yourself, how to dress, how to perform, how to engage a crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Stage presence, stage performance, mic control. You know what I mean? Learning different points in stage, which is the strongest points. You know what I'm saying? So people will know that, hey, okay. So when they go and sing for Junior Calypso, it wouldn't just be a 3 weeks training. You learn the song and go on stage and people don't know. Because when I went on stage, I didn't know really what to do. I could sing, but I was singing with my head down because there was too much people out there.
Okay.
So
I like that one. I actually agree with that. That was my whole point also. We wanted to start, and I think they need to start, as you said, so they start in school where we run sessions for the kids throughout the year. We've got breaks from school and you help them with their presence, with also help them with not being shy, being able to present themselves to a crowd of people and stuff. So I do agree with that. That platform is not there, and if it is created, we'll see more talent just evolving and get growing even further than just in St. Vincent. They will then become international. So, yeah, I do agree with that. I like that.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so what's next for Skarpyon then? Do you have any upcoming events or projects that you'd like to let us know about?
Right. So I'm juggling the fact that I want to do a video for Blackness.
Okay.
But because I'm over here, I'm really looking for a video person who could give me that what I'm looking for. You know, if it was home, then it would have been easy. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we have some very, very talented videographers in St. Vincent and Grenadines. You know what I mean? Talking about Frost, iRebel, you know what I mean? And so many other persons. You know, so we actually there as it relates to the visual aspect. We see that our industry which is now growing.
Yes.
But then we might have to go Trinidad. Well, actually, you know, and then we had Spectrum and them guys back in the day. And this other guy who did a video for me, as my first video, Loosen Up. I don't know if you remember that video. It's on a song from the National Youth Band.
Okay.
Loosen Up. That's when I had a lot of ribs, like louvers. You could see louvers them and things, but that used to show on SPG television. So that was my first video, and that used to play. Even though I used to like the video being played, I never really like it because as you grow older, you realize, you know, you grow older and better looking and things, you know. But them time that you feel look good, but when you get older, like, boy, I don't want to see it. But no, I would really like to have a copy of that because I'm mature about those things, you know. You have to grow in life, you know.
Yes.
So if I get that video, it'd be nice to actually say, yo, this is where Skarpyon came from. You know what I mean? And to be honest, I used to eat a lot, but it's just saying, I never hungry, but I've been look kind of tossed in the video anyway. But you know, so we have persons now who, as I said, in Simmons who could do that video. But over here, you know, you have to get into the industry up here to find that person. I found someone, but we still have to do the actual shoot, you know what I mean, to get the project on the way. So I'm still mindful that and hopeful that we could get it off the ground so we could share the song. Because again, I think it's a timeless song and we would like to have a visual to it and try to do justice as we can for the song and for the video and for viewers as well. So I'm hoping that I could get that one off the ground before the year.
Okay, so where can your fans find you on social media, and for any bookings, where can we find Skarpyon?
Right, you can find me just like how you find me on Facebook, Skarpyon. Skarpyon is right there. It's Skarpyon. Skarpyon is Skarpyon. You get me? Yeah, man. And then IG is Skarpyon_. Man, I forgot. Skarpyon_ Vincy or 784. I forgot, man.
Okay.
But yeah, but it's because I had it like that. I had it like Skarpyon_784. I think I have Skarpyon Vincy now.
Okay.
Or, man, you will see me.
I'll find you.
Yeah, you find me.
Yeah, we'll find you. We'll find you.
Yeah, you can find me. And you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, Skarpyon. Just type in Skarpyon, like I said. Forget about the imposters, you know what I'm saying? The one them who have Skarpyon, you know what I'm saying? There's only one Skarpyon, and that's me. All right. I came up with that spelling before anybody else in the world, but not everybody wanted. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is in the world.
Yes.
So so you find me there. You send me a message, and you know if you want. Well, of course, I'm not sure if we're doing any bookings now because of this pandemic, as I said. But you can find me on social media. Follow me. Share me with your friends, and yeah, and let's make some great music.
It is. Okay. So can you name me one place in St. Vincent you would encourage tourists to ensure that they visit while they're in St. Vincent?
Yo, St. Vincent have millions. We have botanical gardens, Trinity Falls, Falls of Berlin, some falls where we don't even know about.
That's true.
We have plenty. We have Dry River, of course, up that way. We have the petroglyphs. We have, of course, our beautiful Grenadine Islands. We have 32 islands and keys. You know what I'm saying? We have Young Island. Man, there's so much places. I'm now seeing them now because, as I said, we have social media.
Yeah.
But St. Vincent is an unspoiled destination where you have something to do every day. Snorkeling, we have some of the best waters, best beaches. Man, you see me, so it's packed. I mean, even we who live there and who's from there, we have not even touched 10% of St. Vincent and Grenadines as it relates to those beautiful attractions. We have the La Soufrière volcanic volcano, which is giving us some little activities to show us that she's alive. You know what I'm saying?
Still there.
You know what I'm saying? And we have to give thanks for the volcano because it helps with the fertile soil that St. Vincent has. You know what I'm saying? Our soil is super fertile, and we can't forget that. And with that being said, with what the activities that is going on, the seismic activities, those ash that are there is gonna, of course, be gonna decompose, and of course when the rain come, all those fine molecules gonna go down to the river, by the side again, and create some nice herbs again. You know what I mean? Those little flowers, and you know what I'm saying? So, the ecosystem gonna be beautiful again. So we gotta understand, and of course our water is being cleansed because fire cleanse everything. So again, we have all these mineral water. We have spa water. We have one in Montreal. We have Montreal Botanical Gardens as well. You know what I'm saying? The valley side. Man, Simmons is we have. So tourists, listen. When you come to Simmons, you just get a brochure. Go to the tourist department and say, just show me, because Simmons is blessed with so many. And we have, of course, as I said, we have the Grenadines where people can go and sightseeing, snorkeling, get a little small canoe and go around St. Vincent and Grenadines. Man, we blessed, man. I mean, we super blessed. And if you go down to the leeward side, you know what I mean, you go windward side, you make the Caribbean also, man, we blessed, man. So just come to St. Vincent, and once you're there, people are gonna point you in the direction where to go. So once you're in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, you're in the #1 destination in the Caribbean, in the world, a matter of fact, unspoiled. And you could come in on a big jet because we have international airport. So big up the government for that. You know what I'm saying? People fight it down, but still, we need that so that people could get access to our beautiful island.
Yes.
And I have a song called No Place Sweeter. Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's talking about St. Vincent and Grenadines. No place sweeter than St. Vincent. You know what I'm saying? So check it out.
Happy days.
Yep.
Okay. So is there anything else that you would like the audience to know about yourself?
Yes. Skarpyon is one of the sweetest person that you will ever meet. One of the sweetest artists you'll ever meet. I always show love to the fans 100%. I am not bigger than the music. The music is what gave me the opportunity and the platform to be here. So I respect the music 100%. I will never cheat the music. When I say cheat, I mean cheat. I will never cheat it. I will take my time, as God and nature says. You know what I'm saying? So I like to take things in stride. I'm not here to rush anything because I'm alive and I'm happy. So there is no reason for me to rush the thing. You know what I'm saying? I've been in it long, and still learning. And I'm still making music that is being played and loved by this generation. So it says something about the artist, you know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, I would like my fans to support the music, you know what I'm saying? My music and any other artist that you love, support me and go on down with the music. It's just 99 cents because everybody have a card now, Support the music because that give us the funds so that we could go to studio and get these songs mastered, because the thing that people don't understand, that to produce one song, we need money to do that, So even though an artist may bring out a song every day, sometimes it's because he's using that same resource that he gotten from the music and investing it so that you could have a iPad. That's why they have headphones, because music is what people are digesting. People digest music more than they eat food, believe it or not. So, the fans go there and support Skarpyon. And follow me, man. Follow me. I'm not a social media, how to put it, boy. I'm not a fanatic. You know what I'm saying? Because as I said, I'm really how to put it, boy. I'm not one of those guys who, I'm very private, Yeah, I don't put all of my business out there like, oh, I'm eating some calories today. I'm wearing these shoes today. I'm not like that, you know what I'm saying? But I try my best sometimes to do some small videos. I really don't want to get too carried away doing a whole heap of stuff. But big up to all those who get involved and who love what they're doing. But I am not that individual who just sit down and just digest myself in social media. You know what I mean? I will be there when I have a new music to promote, or I feel I want to sing a song that I like back in the past. You know what I'm saying? So you may find me sing an old school song. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not in everything.
Okay.
You know? Yeah. So yeah, follow me on social media and IG. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And once you find Skarpyon anyway, you realize this is the one. Any other Skarpyon, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and the best looking Skarpyon you're gonna find.
Happy days. Okay. So there you have it, guys. We've come to the end of our video. Thank you, Skarpyon, for dropping in and speaking with us. But before you go, drop us a little something.
Outside cold, so she want me to come inside. Yeah. She have something warm and soft on the inside. Yeah. She say the inside clean. It not dirty. Sip some gin and pet up the kitty. We can pillow fight and chill on the inside. Check it out on YouTube, Skarpyon Inside. Blessings.
So there you have it, guys. Don't forget, VE Music is geared at highlighting Vincentian talent at home and abroad. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified of our next video. And for any VE merch, please check out our website at caribbeanstyles.co.uk. Hi Runa, and God bless.
Yeah. Outside cold, so she want me to come inside. Yeah. She have something warm and soft on the inside. Yeah. She said the inside clean in the dirty.